The use of text in landscape CAD drawings can be a little confusing, especially when you're just starting out. Text can be entered as either CAD text or Windows text, and if I select Draw and Text, you can see I could put in single line text that goes in as CAD text, or true type text that goes in a text font using a Windows font. There's also the complications of multi-line text that always goes in as a CAD font. So the current text style that is set can be found in Format, Text Styles, and in this drawing I have quite a number of them. So a text style has firstly a name and then a font. So here's a Courier New, and if I click here on this side for the font, you can see it's Courier New, and there's a strange little symbol on the left of Courier New, and if I scroll down a fair way you can see there's the TT or True Type font. So Courier New is a CAD font, so let's cancel. So if I set that as the current style, and I'll tick it, and I said OK, whenever I put in some text, Draw Text, and we'll stick with just single line text for the moment. This is CAD text in a style Courier New, and in we go. We're asked for an insertion point and then some sort of height, and you can see you can dynamically indicate it, but I'll type 150, and then an angle, I'll type 0. So in goes the text. If I select it, you can see that its properties are simply text. There's no other property associated with it. Save the drawing and continue. Yes, we will. So that's putting CAD text in, CAD fonts if you like. And no matter how much you zoom in, that font and that style of lettering will retain its crispness. In contrast to that, if you put in some text using a Windows font, so let's go Format, Text Styles, and I'll pick up this one that I called Hand 01, and we'll come over here and look at the font. Can you see it's using Bradley Hand ITC as a hand-lettered font, but it's a Windows font. So it's now, if I tick the green box, it's now the current style, and I just cancelled that. I'm not sure what is the current style, so let's just check. Yeah, it stayed there, and I'll OK it. Now I'll stick with single line text, pop it in. We'll use the same piece of text, except we'll change from style Courier to style, we called it Hand 01, I think. We can always change that later. And we're asked for a start point and a height. I'll type in the same height, 150, and an angle of 0. So there's the text, Windows text. As you can see as I zoom in, it's got quite a jagged outside to it, whereas if I zoom in here, then you see the CAD font maintains its crispness. So our recommendation is, unless you're doing some text in your logos, stick with CAD text. Use one of the styles that comes with gCADPlus. When it comes to draw multi-line text, in this instance you're asked to set up a box, and the text that goes in there, this is some multi-line text, will go in whatever is the current style. And you see it went in, but tiny. I need to set the height. I wasn't given an opportunity to set the height, and you can see in it goes in the current style. I think I said earlier multi-line text goes in as a CAD font. Well, in my view, you should be using a CAD font. So let's go to text style. We'll sit in here at Courier New. We know that's a CAD font, and we'll draw multi-line text. Set our box like so. We don't get an opportunity to type the height, and so it's very small. I'll show you a way around that problem. you come in over here, we should be able to set a height. No, we can't. That's something we need to add to gCADPlus. We need control over that. Once we select the text, we have got an ability to change the height. Character height needs to be 150, and we're done. Although again, I think we've got the wrong font. Yeah, we didn't set Courier New as the current font. So the way to control that problem of height before you begin is go into Format, Text Styles, and let's set the height of Courier New to, we now know that 150 will work for us. So it's set at 150, you can always change it. But if we now go draw multi-line text, set up our box like so, and multi-line text, it should come in at 150 units. I'm working in the metric area here, but you might want to set that as something like 0.8 of a foot if you're using in the imperial area. Now you'll notice that that did not work for us. And I think the reason it did not work for us is that we had not set Courier as our current style. That was the one we'd adjusted. So finally, and remember we've got a couple of instances of these small bits of multi-line text, so let's erase them. But I hope now finally when we put our box in like so and OK it, in goes the text at 150 units. So managing text styles, Windows text, multi-line styles, and setting the height of your text, can you see there's a fairly complex interaction between all of those, and it's important to get a bit of confidence in manipulating them quite early on in your learning, otherwise you're going to have some difficulty.